Let's see what's up with the... Why can't you talk to the Viscount's
Insist
son?
if you must, but Viscount Dumas will see no one. If you've news of Seamus, I will relay it to him.
Fine. Tell Dumas my scouts have tracked the boy and his Qunari captor to the Wounded Coast. I'm taking a full company after them, and when I return, I expect him to make a show of the reward.
So many to deal with one Qunari seems... excessive.
He may be Tal Vashoth. The Winters leave nothing to chance. Get out of my bloody way!
Yes, what is it?
I'm guessing that something's wrong with his character's model, because he will literally not turn to look at people.
If this is about a rescue, that woman did not seem the type.
She is the type I feared we would attract. As I told the others, Viscount Dumas' son, Seamus, is missing. We suspect he was taken by a Qunari. If you would like to try your hand at securing his safe return, feel free. I have certainly granted no exclusivity to the Winters and their violent approach.
So what are they like anyway?
The Winters out of Navarra. They don't care one whit if Seamus is returned unharmed. Their lead, Sirrah Guinness, is hungry for a foothold in fair Kirkwall. And frankly, we have enough of their kind.
There must be suspicions about why the boy went missing.
Really don't care.
Why? What have you heard?
Yeah, I don't care.
Nothing. Until now.
There is truly nothing known. He is gone, and there have been sightings of a Qunari. The only complication is that Seamus is known to be of a sympathetic mind. He may have placed himself in danger, but it is danger nonetheless.
God.
This isn't a task for a guardsman?
Who cares? We need this.
There is a concern of appearance. If we used guards, it would allow Viscount Dumas' opponents to say this admits the Qunari threat because the city responded. In these times, public embarrassment is preferable to official embarrassment.
The guards were just exposed for being corrupt anyway. So on top of all that, yeah, the city really wouldn't have any reason to trust Viscount Dumas.
The Qunari are not wild in the city. Petition their leader for the boy's return.
The Arishok has declared that it is not his role to do so. Apparently their rebels, the Tal Vashoth, are hunted anyway, killed for what they are, not for what they may have done. That does not bode well for Seamus.
The boy will be home.
Oh, I'll take him back home, no problem.
Declare it if you like, but the reward goes to whomever brings him back safe. A discussion you are welcome to have with the Winters, should you encounter them, on the Wounded Coast.
Please stop kicking the wall.
I don't know if I can talk to you like that, you bloody peasant.
Speaking of the Qunari, we might as well take care of Black Powder Promise while we're here.
Water. Pretty exciting. I know.
Not really. I just explained that the water here looked like unappealing gravy. I didn't say that, but it's not good looking water. for 2011.
Messages for the Wardens. They'd probably pay to have them returned.
You can take a look at that.
Now you fall! So much blood!
Everyone see that? Down!
Nicely done.
Get some.
All right, then. So there's a lot we've been doing a lot already so far since we got here. You get Avernus' secret draught recipe if you kept him alive at the end of the Warden's Keep and imported a save reflecting that into this game. How powerful the draught is depends on how ethical his research is. If you decide to leave him unfettered, you'll get 2 additional attribute points when you drink it. If you decide to
see trees again.
make him
I'm
do
not really a city girl.
if you decide to make him do something
Here we go!
within, if I make him do more ethical research, then the draught will be weaker.
We even know her name, Shem. No? It's Delilah. She's dead. And you killed her.
I was a beast then. A werewolf. I did many terrible things. I'm sorry.
Sorry does not bring my mother back.
I was a victim too, Elf. Of Zathrian's vengeance. Stranger, please calm her down.
What happened?
Did I hear you right? You're a werewolf.
I was one, but no longer. Her Dalish keeper cursed some humans with lycanthropy long ago. The disease spread over the years, but the hero of Ferelden freed us.
Alright.
He was cursed. You can't blame him for that.
You stand up for him? Fine. Then you will die for him.
Now we fight! Now you fall!
Here's a good one!
I'm done! I'll deal with it.
Well, you could have left with your life.
It looks like this isn't over yet. Now you fall! How about you? That's enough!
It didn't have to come to this. Take this. And thanks.
It didn't have to, but she decided to force it. Could have walked away, let sleeping dogs lie.
No further, human. Tal Vishoth control these passages.
I am more than capable of meeting any threat.
So I see. I expected to warn a caravan, not a well-equipped tracker. The path ahead is littered with my kind. If you are as skilled as you look, it would please me if you killed them.
Huh.
You have turned your back on your kin.
Yes, for a second time. I did not like my role, so I left the queue. I do not wish to be a murdering thief, so I left these Tal Vishoth to warn their victims. You are no victim, so now I will leave.
If they have offended you so much, help me.
Can you
go
help me
after-
out, buddy?
But I am worse. They don't want to raise their swords for coin, so they murder and steal. They cling to the honor they held under the Qun. My sword means nothing. I will sell it and myself as mercenary. Kunare would say I am worse.
your blade is on the market, I'll pay.
No.
You sure you know what mercenary means?
Taking payment to face Tal Vashoth only proves that I've sold the last of myself. I know what I am. I don't need to belabor it. You have my word of caution, human. Heed it or do not.
The more they talk, the less I understand.
Qunari live in their own special little world. Tal Vashoth do not. But that's what makes them so interesting. It really makes them interesting. Alright, now let's go mess up the Qunari. They are weak to nature and cold.
I'll deal with this. Gotcha.
And we saw these guys.
Here we go.
This deep attack.
Go down. So much blood.
So much Qunari blood. So much Qunari blood. Man, buddy, you gotta get over this whole I'm still part of the Qun in spirit thing. You can leave your religion. You left your religion. You don't have to literally pretend to be a part of your religion to have like a moral compass. Why is it this random book in the Elysian Empire in the middle of nowhere?
Be careful. Now you fall. We've got company.
You got nothing, sir. You got nothing for me. What can you say or do? Nothing. Man, I'm really... Alright. I have a shock loading screen. For a reason. Like, yeah. You're a young lady. That's... yikes. I don't know how seriously you take this, but I'd much rather get to know you. Oh. That's right. Yeah, I don't know how seriously you take this, but
Now we fight.
What's up? See, the problem with tactics is that they're very difficult to have time to set up, and especially since, well, I do have actual party tactics I would like to use. The thing is, I'm really only playing around with Bethany and Carver as much as I possibly can because you never get the ability to play with both your siblings in the same party. It just makes the most sense to keep Varric in there because he knows them both very well.
Last one to strike by the ring.
Oh, though. So, it just makes the most sense for me to keep Varric with us.
There's more of them. That's enough.
All right, then. I feel... and some silverite. Yeah, if you're trying to get a certain achievement that involves achievement, you really need to pay attention to your surroundings. The exploration here is very unforgiving, and you won't be able to come back here when you leave this place, so... Autosave. I gotta say, though, I really like how often the game autosaves for you. Alright, let's see here.
Get back! Another ball! Go down! That's enough!
The Cerebos, however, is basically the boss of this area. Alright, that one hidden area that was just... See, that's a hidden area I understand. It's so geographically located within the cave. But that one area back in Hightown that doesn't even look like it's part of the map, that's just a troll move.
And the world's rid of one more Qunari. Easier than I expected. Call the men back. We've got an appointment with the Viscount. Isn't that right, Seamus?
Ashad, you killed him. You Vashedan bitch.
That one of their words. See, that's why you need to be dragged home. You're playing too nice with those things. I'll wager you've gone even further than that. Haven't you, brat?
Sounds like he doesn't want to go with you.
Competition? Well, you're too late. The Winters, I, have already claimed him.
Sirrah, if I must go back, so be it.
I like...
But I will not see these
doesn't take
murderers rewarded.
Spoiled shit. I'll cut out your tongue
very
and charge extra for bringing you back quiet.
He really doesn't want to do that.
And as for you, I could do with some entertainment while we wait for the others.
On your guard! Let's finish this! One less to worry about.
Bianca, baby, introduce yourself.
Dead and good riddance, but she said she was waiting for more. A lot more.
We're not giving you up. Strip the camp, and we'll ready a fitting welcome.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Looks like a fight! Be ready! It looks like this isn't over yet.
That's the last of them.
Everyone see that? Down! Oh, Andraste.
Seamus, you are not meant for a world where you see all these people lying around you.
We'll get through this. Hold on a little longer. There may be more coming.
I'll tear you apart! May Andraste guide you. I'll have you! Go down!
They here? It's Jang. The problem is here for G4.
Go down! One less to worry about. Get back! What a waste. Well done, everyone.
Ashard
All right.
never coddled. You were worth his time, or you are not. They are not the brutes others claim they are. Take me to my father, and I will try again to make him see.
It's clear this was not your first encounter with this Ashard.
I met him soon after their ship foundered. I had run again to escape the keep and my father. Ashard was to map the coast, to find an answer for the Arishok. I had so many doubts. Kunari have none.
The Viscount
All
is
right.
clearly concerned
I mean,
about your safety.
he's your father.
Sends
Of
thugs
course.
to do a father's job. I was in no danger until his help arrived.
You could have told him this was your wish.
Keep your assumptions. He doesn't hear me. He's as tired of being disappointed as I am of bearing it. And now, Ashard is dead. It's not right.
We're beginning to see a little bit more about how the Viscount runs the city and why ultimately Merider's able to run roughshod over him. The guy doesn't even know how to respect his own son's wishes. It's very difficult for him to understand exactly how to help the rest of the people.
I confess I'm not sure what one does with a dead Kunari.
The body is no longer him, and is worthy of no special treatment. That is, apparently, their way.
Should his people be told?
They will know. Whether they will deign to acknowledge it, I have no idea. There was much of Ashard that I didn't understand, but it was so very worth trying.
All right.
Let's go, Seamus. Your father will be waiting in the keep.
Then take me.
That's just something I remember I had a lot of fun doing back when I played on the PlayStation 3.
Father.
My son. I thought I'd lost you.
Enough, Father.
Allow me to present one Sarah Hawke, Your Excellency. She fulfilled the bounty.
You have my gratitude. I hope you encountered no great difficulties on my son's behalf.
We were heavily outnumbered, but I prevailed.
I was told the Winters had involved themselves. Was there no way to avoid an incident?
They murdered my friend. Where is the concern for that?
It was my understanding you were captured alone. Foolishly traipsing about the coast as you do.
I was not captured. I was with Ashard. The Kunari. They are not monsters to be feared. If you would just try to understand, others would see as well.
Better that you were thought abducted than to have their influence suspected in my own family. Benign or not, it's too much.
There's no middle ground? It sounds like you've both been hard-headed.
That is quite enough. My apologies.
Hey, man.
Excellency, for
Get off
this
my back.
intrusion into
Some
personal
people
matters.
need to be told
There's
straight up
no-
that they're the problem.
Just move.
Oh, of course. It's like I'm just like a mod that... I don't know which of the mods I'm using does it, but it's like all my rewards are just being doubled for some reason.
You looking well, Sarah.
I'm impressed with your skill. Less so with your tact. But better you than the Winters, I suppose.
I can't do that.
Alright. So anyway. One more level, and the improved by level up weapons will basically be on par with stuff we can get at the end game by purchasing via gold.
Fine day, Sarah.
I wonder if there's anything back here that I missed.
Ow! Parchment cut.
Good luck getting in.
Alright.
The Viscount must be terribly busy. I've been waiting most of the day.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Alright. So, I'm gonna have to sub Varric out for this part. Because it's more interesting with Varric here. I mean, it's, docs. There we go.
You're very different from other elves.
Oh? You know them all?
No, I just... You look different. There's no denying that.
It is what I am. And unlike the problems you claim to have, I really did have no choice.
Do we know anyone who isn't brooding every hour of the day?
Like attracts like, it seems.
Meryl and Varric, Carver. I don't care how much you like or don't like them.
Let me pass. I have business with the dwarf Javaris and your Arishok.
The short mouth, yes. Enter if you must, Basra.
The compound of the Qunari proper. Qunari proper. Yeah. What's up?
Ah, my right hand arrives. Summon your Arishok. The bargain is done. About time you showed. I've been here for hours.
Ari Shokost, Maras Shokra, Anan Isamkun.
Look hewn from an elf? The madness of this place.
Nice.
Tell me that helped.
We shall see.
Yes, well, that said, I'm here to report that your hated Talvishoth were felled, one and all, right? Yes, they were. So, I'm ready to open negotiations for the explosive powder, as we agreed.
No.
He's not getting it. Make your chatty elf say something.
Any insight that would help?
Qunari do not abandon a debt. I humbly request clarification from the Arishok.
I have a growing lack of disgust for you. The dwarf
Yeah.
for the Gatlock. He invented a task to prove his worth when he has none.
Then we have wrongly inserted ourselves in your affairs. Would you have us kill this dwarf?
Wait, what now?
If you face Talvishoth, he is not worthy of dying to you, as he was not worthy of dying to them. But you keep good company. Let him live, and leave.
He had big plans for your recipe. I was supposed to get a piece of that.
Dwarf, did your imaginary bargain make promises on my behalf?
Yeah, pretty much.
I expected your wisdom to be more profitable.
This character is so good.
Then you will pay on my behalf.
Sod it all, take your coin, take whatever. Hornhead Oxman and mongrel donglords suck your own powder and blow your head off, sod it.
You will leave as well, human. There's no more coin for you here.
Rune of Kinslaying acquired. That's interesting. Alright, since we're here, might as well, might as well take down the last of the gangs. Alright then. Doing this is pretty much the best option I have. Because if I don't, then we're pretty much just pointlessly missing out on gear, rewards, all that stuff. Alright.
Follow my lead!
Hello, what's up?
Stop praying, fools! Go down! One less to worry about. Gotcha! I'll deal with this.
Better luck in the next line.
That's enough!
Alright. Red Water Raiders. Assuming we don't run into another pack of them. This will be the last group for Act 1. And last gang you have to deal with for the rest of the game. Oh, there's no one up
Here
there.
we go.
Of course.
You want another wave? Another ball. Get back!
Roll combat. Alright. Okay.
Go down!
Oh, Leech. That's your name. Sorry, Leech. Looks like it didn't matter too much how much you were leeching off me.
There's more!
Go down! Let's finish this!
You want this? I've got this one! You want this?
Man, dress they guide you.
I was starting to get lonely.
I'll stick you like a pig! It's too much! Get back! No! I'll deal with this. That's enough!
You want this?
Now we can relax.
Yeah. For the next couple of years or so, Kirkwall can relax because we took care of all the major gang activity. Honestly, the thing that really sucks about all this is that they're just random encounters. But all these gangs could have been fleshed out into something. I'm not asking for a Saints Row level thing. If it was just these gangs, then they would have to take up their own game. Literally, but... I don't know. It's kind of hard. I feel like it's easier to be skeptical right now because there's not a whole lot.
I removed another bunch of lowlifes.
Good on you, Sarah Hawk. We friends are indeed friends of yours.
That empty mug for hours. Get another drink or get out.
Be off with you.
Alright. Sure.
The first enchanter does not wish me to sell merchandise.
Welcome back to Salt.
Alright. Some more Kunari stuff to take care of. What's this? Coup. The coup.
Coin. Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help.
Oh, what in the world?
Paid well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes, I will pay.
I am. Let's just step into this alley and me and my fellows can have a look at the money on offer.
Another sad Lowtown tale in the making. As if we needed another.
Huh.
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
Be careful!
I'll kill you!
Go down! So much blood.
Oh. I don't know what's up with your outfit.
Thank you for your timely intervention.
That texture is
I am
not correct.
Out of my element.
A foolish risk in Lowtown.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city. If you are willing and capable, meet me at my safe house nearby.
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're in business?
You're in Lowtown. What grand scheme could I be interrupting? Varnell?
A bloody Templar. Just what we need.
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
Alright. Whatever. He has flaws, but he's kind of an idiot. Alright. Oh, I didn't loot this time. Okay, whatever. Alright, then. I usually do this main quest line last before going to the expedition, but... let's keep it on in theme.
I am expected.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
Maker.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Tal Vashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
You don't just stumble on something. Someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Qunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Tal Vashoth. They seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
If you are so intent on
That's
this,
a good
why
question,
not use
isn't
Chancellor
it?
resources?
Very good question.
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Will he help? If I trust him at all.
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled.
A weirdo.
Qunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
You are not interested.
And you don't care about the fact we could be thugs who could have
If you
just
were
blasted you to
important enough know, I
oblivion.
would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawk.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
I've had dealings with the Qunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Qunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit...
You can't really reject
the
this
streets, though.
this
Better out there than
thing.
here with
You
the
can't
Templar.
reject this whole
That is
affair.
obviously not an option.
He's straight
You
up
must avoid incident with the
really
guards.
not
I
one.
cannot be linked to this. This mage will be a fine example.
Like, it's a main quest line. We can't
Qunari
say
are,
no to it.
Even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired. Good luck.
With any luck, he'll make a good example.
Katojan, is it? You need to be led out of the city.
This thing's dim as a runt Mabari.
It has been difficult to get information, but look at him. Would you want this? We must have that in common.
Alright, Varnell, whatever. Let's do this. Yes.
Tromping the deep dark with a horn skull mage, and other colloquials to that effect.
Follow my lead! That's enough!
It's kind of Any other spires want to come up? None? Alright. Ow.
Get back! There! Let's finish this! Ha! Get back!
Alright then.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Oh. Sorry about that, Varric.
Easy as pie.
The one like lockpicking and setting traps is like the only thing that they keep when it comes to non-combat skills. The only thing. You can't even make traps anymore. Oh no, Bethany. Damn it, Bethany. Oh, you left who
this mage to pitch in and help.
Maybe his powers are bound, Carver. He's the whole story being told is. Oh, what's this now?
Undercity is feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
Yeah, buddy. You have
you lot think
much.
you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound like this thing?
Oh, really?
Dead first.
Sir, we have Kirkwall ancestry. Get off our cake. Oh, okay. Carver was right.
By the void!
I'm an idiot.
Kill it! Kill them all!
Looks like a fight! Be ready! Blood. May Andraste guide you. Gotcha! The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm yourself. Did you react because your lead was threatened? How much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer. You can't gesture or...
I mean, it's worth trying.
For yes or something.
For all we know, he's asking for a chamber pot.
Keep control. And remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
So I genuinely forgot that he won't help you until this part of the game. Not that he literally cannot. Spiral Eye. Alright, and yeah. We're outside. Frick. No! Stop! Not you. Me. Wow, you're a bad person.
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of Iskaratam were killed by Tal Vashoth, but their disposal leads only here, to Cerebos and you.
I just got here, coming from the other way. If there was a trail, I didn't leave it.
Yet you are here with Cerebos. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Cerebos will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Cerebos, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
Yeah, that sounds like Qunari rhetoric to me.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Cerebos?
Cerebos is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Averard?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
Alright. Huh.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Cerebos. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Cerebos have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Like so many others.
We leash Cerebos because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
Alright.
I wield the same power, and I'm no danger to you unless I choose to be.
Me too, Sirah.
Yeah!
Cerebos? Bas Cerebos? Vashedan! Neira Setar Karasam! You spewed your words at me like a demon trying to poison my control. Like this mage, the Qun requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Bas Cerebos, you will be no threat to anyone.
Yeah, double mage recognition. Let's mess them all up.
Now you fall. Let's finish this. How about you? Now you fall.
All right then.
Can you stand?
I am unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Basvarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong.
It was wrong, huh?
The will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
I still like the fact that this twin mod allows me to like... Yeah, Twinception allows me to like have Hawke and Bethany reference each other as mages in the same dialogue. It's great.
So after all this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
Pretty much.
I was outside my Keratam. I may be corrupt.
Man, okay.
I cannot know. How I return is my choice. It must be. But that does not mean there is no meaning.
Averard couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
What about going to Tal-Vashoth?
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are.
Man, the backwards... This is what the Qunari faith does to Qunari when they leave it, and they just can't struggle the idea of it. It is so strange seeing Iron Bull and Inquisition be so chill in comparison.
Patrice might take you back if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Alright.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfarad. Remember this day.
This is what the Qunari faith does to people. This guy could have been a party member with that setup, but we couldn't actually convince him to save himself from his faith.
Have no words. That poor creature.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
It seems likely she set them on us. But why?
I don't expect Carver to have an opinion on this, as Carver doesn't have opinions on anything worthwhile. At least not for this part of the game. Like, anything Carver could say for this part of the game, someone else has the expertise in. At least with Bethany, you have more opinion than you can have. Don't forget the Silverites. Alright. 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 Patrice, we have some explain. You have some explain to do. My God.
Leave nothing. It must be clean with no ties.
Oh, you're trying to hightail it?
It was Hawk, right? From the streets.
Where are you going?
Took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
I think the incident was rather your idea.
Mind your tongue, dwarf.
Please, do speak your mind.
This was a damned roundabout way of trying to kill me.
Do you really think yourself so important? If someone saw an opportunity in the mage, if the Qunari murdered those who tried to help it, yes, that might be useful, but it wouldn't be personal. The Chantry must see the Qunari as the monsters they are. If someone ushers that along, some sacrifices are justified.
My God. Uh-huh.
You risked my life. Perhaps
You're literally alone with 4 people who could blow you
Prove a
apart.
challenge for my guard, but I will not offer the chance today. Violence here serves no purpose.
You have
Accept the
blatant
grim
plot
necessities
armor
of
right here.
standing in the Maker's name, but I will not waste his gifts. You did better than you were asked. I will honor that arrangement. We will have nothing more to do with each other.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
So that's basically her character right there.
What are we hearing from that one again?
Overconfident Christian fundamentalist is her entire character, and that is the entire beginning and ending of the way she's written. Holy crap. We'll end this off by talking to the Arishok again.
Do you ever miss Tevinter?
I was a slave.
Still, it was your home. The only one you remember. Does it ever feel strange not to be there?
Sometimes. That does not mean I would go back.
We have a purpose, but when it is done, do we leave Kirkwall like this? Why do you bother me, human? The dwarf paid you. There is no more. Your kind thinks selfishness and want are normal. This city, all of it, leaves a bad taste.
Seems to me that most of Kirkwall hates you just as much.
Since we arrived, I have seen nothing but greed and weakness. Dwarves, humans, elves, just festering. No order, no goal. You are one of the few I have met with any ability. And yet this too was random, a result of selfishness. I cannot fathom how a mire like this can be justified. We are hated? How do you not hate yourselves and this chaos?
Alright.
I agree. It's a mess.
But you don't see that as a problem?
I see it as an opportunity, and I intend to take full advantage.
Karasten are soldiers. The Qun made it so. They can never vary from that assigned path, never be other than they are meant to be. But they are free to choose within that role, to accept and succeed, or deny and die. Glory is clear and defined. It is an undeniable certainty. What full advantage can you take without that authority?
He's free to choose to obey. That isn't contradictory to you.
He chooses to be, as do we all, long before any of your meaningless freedoms are presented. I am not the one to educate you. I did not intend to land here. But this city may demand certainty. I suspect we are done, human.
Alright. Let's see.
I've had confrontations with others in your command.
There have been a number of incidents, but you must mean Arvarad, found dead after tracking Cerebos. I thought nothing could threaten Arvarad.
You're not angry?
A mage is dead. That is what matters. The rest is impressive, but do not repeat it.
Alright, so that's your dialogue for after shepherding wolves is done.
How many Kunari have you lost to the Tal Vashoth?
None.
That seems unlikely.
We lose nothing when weakness abandons the Qun. It is the Tal Vashoth who have lost themselves.
That's really interesting.
I met an honorable one.
Doubtful.
He said he was a mercenary, not a murderer.
Then I know he made no claim to honor. When they sell themselves, little remains. He is not even dead to the Qun. He is a living insult.
Alright.
You guard your powder carefully.
It is a tool that can only be allowed to exist under the ordered authority of the Qun.
It could benefit many people.
It does now. Just as swords benefit warriors, but are not given to children. Well, your children.
I don't think Kirkwall would do well under military rule.
The rule of the Qun is not military. It is discipline and order.
How is that different?
To your limited understanding, it is not. You fear soldiers that arrive to remove your pitiable vices. But they do not control Kunari. The Triumvirate divides and governs. One is nothing without the others.
Can you tell me about the other two parts?
No.
Then we can learn nothing.
I am no more equipped to explain than you are to understand. Arishok, Arigena, Ariqun, pillars of the Kunari, of the nation that must be. There is but one way to know these things, human. And I have yet to decide if it must be done.
See, interesting character. Not exactly the most likable, but making truly aliens in a video game is pretty difficult because writing good characters is inherently predispositioned towards making things more humane and therefore comprehensible to us. But the Qun is interesting precisely because it gives us characters like this.
You're a long way from home. Why did you come?
To meet a demand of the Qun.
Which was?
It is a matter only the Kunari understand. We remain until we fulfill the demand of the Qun. Or until the demand changes.
Farewell.
Panahedan, human.